Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to do another art journal page with art by Marlene. It comes from the Never Stop Looking Up die cut block. This is the page right here. I ripped the whole page out because I'm going to give myself a little challenge to try to use everything on here. And then this image, let me see which die cut she's out of. Okay. She is out of the Mint collection. Now I told you all these collections you can use together, which I think is great. Because she's right there. And then there's two paintbrushes that I pulled out. So you can combine them because if you look through them carefully, they all have very similar, I don't know, pieces. So let me get all this popped out and I'll be right back. All right, we have it all removed. That was fun. Especially the little skinny ones. And then we're going to use our Staedtler Karat watercolor crayons for the background. And some gesso. I just have this heavy gesso. Any gesso will work. This was just within reach of, let me show you, all that. So whatever I throw up here is what I tend to use the most. So let me not make you throw up and put you back to what we were doing. All right. But there's a lot of color here. I probably need a bigger art journal page. I don't know. We'll see. Because this is a lot of elements. And I want to try to use them all. And I want to try to use her. So let me put this down. Because that's a lot of elements for a very small sized art journal. This is 5.5 by 8.5. So I'll see if I can fit it. If not, I'll get a larger one step up. Okay. I think that's what I'll go with. Now remember the little trick I told you about? If you have a camera, an old cell phone, take a picture of your composition before you start it. That way, you know what you're going for. You don't forget, oh, well, was I supposed to put this there? Was I supposed to put that there? I'm going to make it easy on myself and just take a picture. All right, I went ahead and got my normal gesso. I need to gesso my page so that these will move around. All right, I'll do that and be right back. All right, these are cutting boards that I got in a gift set over Christmas, and I just cut it in half. One side is nice and smooth, as you can see, and the other side is bumpy. I'm not paying $10 for a mat to work with my watercolor crayons. I'm not. So I use this, and this works great, you know. So let's see. I put all my stuff in this little tray. I have a lot of pinks, a lot of purples, but let's see. Let's go back to my picture here of the composition that I had. So as we can see, I have a lot of purples and things like that. So I might go blues and greens. I could go oranges and reds. I can just do whatever I want. So I'll just pick. I believe I got everything I have I've either gotten from Amazon or Michael's or Hobby Lobby a very long time ago. So let's just see what colors. We'll go with some greens. I'll pick a light and a dark. I'll put them over here. My blues, I don't know. I will go with light blue, cyan, I don't know. I'll learn how to say it the right way. Willow green, regular green. And I'll start with those for now, because I might just be a weirdo and throw a warm color in there. Who knows? Because I don't want to do any pinks or purples. Honestly, I don't. Maybe some yellow. I can do yellows. Yes, I can. So we'll start with that first and see how that goes. I have gessoed this page. This page is dry. And maybe I'll get something to hold it down. I don't know. But what I'm thinking is I'll put the greens over here, because based on my picture that I'm looking at, I'm following my color combination. So I'll just go lightly here, come over here with my blue. Now, and that was the cyan. I'm just going to throw some of the darker blue in with this one. Let me get a brush, just an old brush, Artisoft. Add some water, because you really have to scrub these to get them to move. Where is my water bottle? And let me get my towel. Where'd my towel go? Oh, there it is. All right. I can add more water. I can move it. Okay. And while it's wet there, I can add some green. I'll come over here with my green. And I'll add a little bit of dark green. See, the problem is these things, if you don't lay it down nice and soft, it gets to be a harsh line, and you got to try to scrub the harsh line out. I mean, honestly. And you got to use a lot of water to get it to melt and move so that you don't have crayon marks, is what I'm trying to say. Just not thrilled with crayon marks. Because these are supposed to act like watercolors. No, I don't think they do. And for the price that you pay for them, let's just drench the whole page and see what we can get. I'm not thrilled with these, to be honest with you. You can do the same thing, but better with acrylic paints or regular watercolors. These do not act like watercolors to me. I don't like them very much, but I have them, so I'm going to use them. There's some yellow in here. See, that just does not make me happy. And I have to keep drenching this page to get this stuff to move. And now my paper is pilling. So I'm going to dry this. And we'll be right back. Okay, see, this is what I mean by if you're not scrubbing hard enough, you're going to be left with where you put this down. So I still want to add more color. So I'll put it on here. Move these off to the side. Grab my paintbrush. Dry it off some. And mix this up and put this in. But that still just does not make me happy. What to do? I'll figure out a better situation for this page. I'm not very happy with this. Okay, so what I'm going to do to add more color, I will move these down because they somehow just made themselves a new home. I'm going to grab some of the pinks, purples, the reds, and the orange. Just going to throw these back in here, wherever they want to be. And I'm going to splatter these colors onto here. I mean, I don't have any other choice because it's just not going to want to behave nice. So I'll put a nice amount down. I will get a brush like this. I'll give a tiny squirt of water. Actually, I'll put the water over here and I'll just put it in the brush and I'll melt this down. And see how well that splatters. That's not bad, but that's not very vibrant either. Alright, so that was the light magenta. Let's go with violet. Okay. And wipe that off. Here is my red. And I just get the excess water off the barrel of the brush. I leave the water in the barrel, in the bristles. Okay. And just gonna, I need just maybe another drop. All right. Wipe that off. And now for my orange. Nope. You know what? Why not? I'll just add some of this. Yes, I know it clashes like crazy, but it is what it is. All right, let me dry this. We'll get busy putting down our elements. Okay, so here's our composition. I'm just wondering if I should fade out behind everything with the white gesso or if I should just leave it, because let's just glue this down and see what we've got going on. Okay, I've got my Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. I use it because it's got a very fine tip. Now, remember what I said about elements on top of elements? Just give it a little glue. Yeah, I'll just put that right there. And I know the pastel, I had it over this. I had the pencil over that. This makes it so easy. I'm just putting a little bit down just to hold it in place. Washi tape, paintbrush, palette knife, and the word color. And I'll just put that along, hope I'm in shot, the bottom. Put this down. Put it where I want it. Now when I go to put all this down, it's going to be easy. I will pick her up just enough to put some on these scissors that are behind her. And look at that. All I got to do is glue that whole piece down. Easy peasy. But like I was saying, I wonder if I should do black splashes, or I know what I'll do. I'll be right back. Okay, I'll do a border around the edge. I don't like that. Let's see. Guys, everybody's always crazy for borders. Maybe I don't want that one. I did this one on the last one. And I'll do this one. But it's going to be cut off just to this. But see, I don't want it waving in there. Just grab one. We'll go with this one. Why not? All right. This is the Dylusions block, but if you don't have this, you can use a regular ruler. Anything acrylic will hold these stamps. All right. And I'll just start at the top here. Press it down. There we go. Oh, that's all right. Come down here. I'll go this way. Yeah, that's fine. Now we'll come up. Let me find. I'm looking for this circle to match up with this one. Because if I go all the way that way, let's see. I'll just do, let me show you what I'm trying to do here. And I'm not going to find it. Oh. It's all good. It's just an art journal page. Oh, I waited too long and it dried. Look at that. That's all right. Because I think what I'm going to do is just match this to this and this to that. Look at that. I'm being horribly fussy about this page. Isn't that just awful? I am. That's so typical. It is. So I need to flip this around so I can put that on there. Now I'm making this page a chore instead of a joy. By trying to be too perfect. Yep. Let me put this back on here. All right, there we go. And all I got to do is put alcohol on my fingers to get that off. Flip this around. And let's just grab a black paint pen. No. I need this one. Craft Smart. Michaels. Because I'm going to fill these in. I'm not going for perfection. I've already driven myself mad with that already. With trying to make my border perfect. Which I shouldn't have, but it's alright. That's what I mean by striving for perfection. That usually takes the joy out of your art. So you need to recognize when you're doing it, just like I did, and just say, nope, let's just put it down. Art is supposed to be fun, not stressful. This is my stress relief, not my stress creator. I almost tried. All right. There we go. And if I wanted to, I could color these in as well. All right, I need to clean this off because where this paper was chewed up, it was messing with that. Let me dry this and we'll be right back. Okay, and now we're going to take a white paint pen. It's just a Sharpie paint pen. Pull you down a little bit. And I'm just going to put a white dot in the middle of the black dots. As you can see, I'm just doing this haphazardly so that I can put the fun back in my art journal. Like that. Okay? Alright, so let's glue everything down. Remember I stuck everything so that all I had to do was stick this to the page. So much easier when you do that. Then you're not trying to fiddle with composition, getting everything right, dropping something. Do you know what I mean? And I'll move that a little bit. Put that down. That's not where that goes, but that's fine. And I will put her down. I was going to call this page art, where it says art supplies here, and then put like art supplies junkie, because I have a ton of art supplies and that's like my I don't know, but I just thought that would not be nice or polite. So I'm just going to leave it where it says art supplies. And that's that. Because I don't want to offend anybody by saying that phrase. So I'm just going to leave it where it says art supplies. Maybe I can just turn her a smidge. There we go. And I might put this one down here, this one here. Yep. I still gotta use this one though because it was part of the page. Where should I put you? Right there. You go here. You go here. And Mr. Purple, you go there. Now, you could actually shade a lot of things. What I mean by that, let me find a watercolor pencil. Here, I have a watercolor pencil, just a cheap old Crayola watercolor pencil. And I'll take this brush. I'll clean it off first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and pick up some of the black from the tip. And then I can come in here and just add shadow. Do you understand? You don't need kinds of crazy art supplies to add shadow. This does it just fine. Okay. That's all you gotta do. It's just wet your brush a little bit, tap it off, load it off the pencil, come under here, add your shadow. Or you can add your shadow with the same color paints, making it darker where it's at. But this is our art journal page for the day. All I did was pull the whole sheet. Let me find it. Nope, that's not it. Well, it's around here somewhere. I just pulled the whole sheet out and told myself that that was going to be my challenge for the day. And where did it go? It grew legs and walked away. It's probably right in front of me, to be honest. And I just don't see it. Yep. This one. That's what we used. Just pulled the whole page out. Gave myself a challenge to make the art journal page. And this is what we have. Please like and subscribe. That would help me tremendously. As I'm trying to grow my channel, I will try to figure out, like when I hit 500 subscribers, I will try to figure out how to do a giveaway. Unfortunately, it will have to be US only. Because of shipping and things like that, unless I can just figure out something else. But please leave a comment. I appreciate everyone's comments very much. I try to answer any questions that I'm given. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.